Hello, what's up my cool dudes, I'm Dylan today and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. Today I'm going to be profiling my Raidraptor deck profile for the March 2018 ban list. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. And just saying, I have had so much fun building this deck, playtesting this deck. It's more of a fun gimmick really. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. To start off, I run the 3 copies of the Raidraptor Vanishing Lanius. So Vanishing Lanius, once per turn during your main phase, it discards normal or special summon. You can special summon 1 Raidraptor monster from your hand. 1 level 4 or below Raidraptor. So his whole thing is that he special summon another Raidraptor. I mean, you can summon another one. And then if you're lucky and open up 3, you can special summon this one. Use this one to special summon a 4th Raidraptor. And then you got Link plays or you've got Xyz plays. Honestly, this deck would be so much better once we get that generic, that semi-generic Link 2 Dark Monster. That would be awesome once we get that. I will happily do an update deck profile of this. Anyway, next Raidraptor I've run 3 of the Raidraptor Fuzzy Lanius. Fuzzy Lanius, if you control a Raidraptor monster other than Raidraptor Fuzzy Lanius, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Raidraptor Fuzzy Lanius from your deck to your... And you can only use each effect once per turn, and you can only summon Raidraptor monsters the turn you use this guy's effects. So he just helps spend the field for more plays. Next up, I run 3 copies of the Raidraptor Mimicry Lanius. So Mimicry Lanius, once per turn during the main phase, if this card was normal special summon this turn, you can increase the levels of all Raidraptor monsters you control by 1. So basically, just helps you get into your rank 5 plays, or I mean potentially higher if you open up. If you can somehow get second one of him out plus any other Raidraptor. If you can get at least 2 of them out, you'd be able to go into your Revolution Falcon. Though that does cost resources. But if it's a play you've got, it's a play you've got. Am I right? Oh yeah, his other effect. Let's see. What was it again? I had this. I just read this as well. You can banish this card and 1 Raidraptor. No, you can banish this card from your graveyard and add 1 Raidraptor card from your deck to your hand. You can't use that to turn this was sent to the graveyard. So you can search out your Raidraptor Next, you can search out your Raidraptor Call, you can search out your Raidraptor's Readiness, you can search out, I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything you can search, or you can search out any of your Raidraptor monsters. So it just helps thin the deck. Next up, I run 2 copies of the Raidraptor Last Strix. Now, Last Strix is here because you can use his effect to summon 1 of your big beaters from your extra deck. For example, you can, if you open Last Strix plus Skip Force, you can either go Revolution Falcon, rank up into Satellite Cannon, or go Satellite Cannon, rank up into Ultimate. It really depends on what the play you want to go for there. But what the monster that summon off the Last Strix, its effect is negated and it's returned to the extra deck during the end phase. And I read a ruling for this. You can't bring back the monster you can't Monster Reborn the monster that was summoned off of Last Strix's effect. I read that in a ruling somewhere a couple of days ago. Anyway, next up I run 2 copies of the Raidraptor Singing Lanius. So Singing Lanius, if you control an Xyz monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. If it wasn't once per turn, I'd be running 3 of this guy, but 2 is just a good number. Next up, the 2 rank up, no, not rank up magic, Raidraptor Tribute Lanius. During your main phase, if this card was normal or special summon this turn, you can send 1 Raidraptor card from your deck to the graveyard. During your main phase, 2 of this card destroy an opponent's monster by battle. You can add 1 rank up magic's quick play spell card from your deck to your hand. You cannot special summon other monsters this turn except for Raidraptor monsters. Tribute Lanius, I'm not going to keep him on the field. He is a mini Foolish Burial, so we can pitch a Fuzzy Laniuses to the graveyard to get their search effect off. So he ain't bad. He's definitely not bad. I don't think I've never been in a situation where I've used him to beat over an opponent's monster, get the rank up magic quick play. Anyway, moving on, I have the final monster is one Raidraptor Lanius. Cannot be used as an Xyz material except for the XE7 of a winged beast type monster. This card is in your hand. You can target one winged beast, one Raidraptor monster. Sorry, you control, and then take damage equal to its attack points or defense points, whichever is the lowest, and special summon the Lanius. And then Lanius's level matches the level of the Raidraptor you summon. So that's why I run him, just to get some quick XCs plays going. I got that right, didn't I? Yes, I did. Sweet, I did. And it's a once per turn effect as well. Okay, but moving on to spells, I run 3 of the rank up magic skip force. So this is the card I was talking about with the, the last Strix. So with skip force, I could use this to special summon a Raidraptor 2 ranks higher. So as I said earlier, so Revolution into Satellite into Ultimate into Final Fortress, or 4 Strix into Revolution. Really, it just does that. It's just a instant rank, skip rank 2. Then you can banish this card and one Raidraptor. Its other effect, you can't use this other effect when you send it to, you've used this card, you have to wait until next turn, but its other effect is, you can banish this card and one Raidraptor monster from your graveyard. Just target one Raidraptor Xyz in your graveyard special summon it. Really just to help get your Xyz monsters back. It's just a really good combo because you can summon back the Stranger Falcon, and then if you have, Soul Shade Force, you can rank it up into, Odd Eyes Raging Dragon, and if you have the 4 Strix, you can rank it up into Cyber Dragon Infinity. Anyway, next card I run is 2 rank up magic raid force. Target 1 face up Xyz monster you control, special summon from your extra deck, and raid that is 1 rank higher. So you go 4 Strix into your, so just 4 Strix into Stranger, etc., etc. Not too much. Its other effect is you can banish this card from your graveyard, target 1 rank up magic in your graveyard, and add it to your hand. So that's I only play 1 Soul Shade Force, which we'll see in a second. So that is a good way to recycle it. Anyway, moving on, I run for the 1 of rank up magics, I run the 1 Soul Shade Force, as I said, and the 1 Revolution Force. So Soul Shade, pay half your life points, target 1 Raidraptor Xyz monster in your graveyard, special summon it, then special summon from your extra deck 1 Xyz monster that is 2 ranks higher. So summon the 4 Strix from your grave, rank it up into the Cyber Dragon Infinity, special summon the Stranger Falcon, rank it up into the Odd Eyes Raging. You've got to play it. It's in my opinion, it's a must-have. It's literally a free Infinity, and then or free Raging. Like, who doesn't love Infinity and Raging? Raging makes OTKs. Infinity is the stall card, so it's really what you want. With Revolution Force, it has 2 effects depending on if you use it on your turn or your opponent's turn. But during your turn, target 1 Raidraptor Xyz monster you control, and just the standard rank up effect. And it's just a standard rank up effect there, but during your opponent's turn, that's where this card is good. During your opponent's turn, target 1 Xyz monster your opponent controls with no Xyz material. Take control of it and then immediately Xyz summon a Raidraptor Xyz monster that's 1 rank higher. So you could take your opponent's like Starleaf Paladynamo that's used all its Xyz materials, summon Stranger Falcon on top. You can even take tons of their stuff, but too much to name. Like, you take their rank, you can take their Naruto Xyz summon. Naruto's not rank 7, is he? Should have done more research on that. That's my fault. Our Big Eye's a good big guy with no Xyz material is a good example. Take their Big Eye, rank up into Satellite Cannon. Really should have done more research on the Naruto. I did not think I would be using that as the example, so that is fault on my part. Next spell I run is the Raidraptor Call. Sorry, So with the Raidraptor Call, target one Raidraptor monster you control, special summon one monster with the same name, but you can't summon monsters except for Raidraptor monsters for the rest of the turn. And you can only activate that once per turn. The one Raidraptor Nest just to search out. It's easily searchable with the triple Mimicry Lanius, so it's fine at 1. Next up for draw power, I run 2 copies of the Allure of Darkness just to get some draws. Next up I run 2 Dark Hole just for board wipes. Double Scapegoat. So Scapegoat, I usually play the Borreload play, like the 2 Link Spiders, the 1 Mrs. Rating, and the Borreload Dragon. But extra deck space in this deck is pretty slim, so I don't play that package. I do play some other stuff, but the Scapegoat just helps spam your field with tokens, so you can go into like your higher link monsters like your Decode Talker. Next up, for my final 2 spells, just for a bit of graveyard recovery, are the 1 Monster Reborn and the 1 Soul Charge, pretty self-explanatory. Moving on to traps, 2 Raidraptor's Readiness. So Readiness, this turn Raidraptors can't be destroyed by battle. And if this card's in your graveyard, you can banish it and you take no battle damage this turn. It's a lifesaver, it really is. Next up, I run 2 copies of the Icarus Attack. Icarus Attack, everyone knows what Icarus Attack does. Tribute a winged beast to destroy 2 cards on the field. Next up is kind of a questionable play. I run 1 of the Xyz Reborn and 1 Call of the Haunted. Xyz Reborn brings back an Xyz monster with Xyz materials. Call of the Haunted, everyone knows what Call of the Haunted does. I would, honestly, if you have a second Xyz Reborn, I would heavily recommend taking out the Call of the Haunted for it. It just really because you can summon your Raidraptors back with Xyz material, you can summon 4 Strix back, get a search. You can summon Stranger Falcon back, rank it up. You can summon Satellite Cannon Falcon, rank it up, etc., etc. It just helps get your used Raidraptor Xyz back from the graveyard. The final trap I run is 1 Solemn Warning. Solemn Warning, everyone knows, it's just a good card. Anyway, moving on to the extra deck, I run 2 of the Raidraptor 4 Strix. So 4 Strix is basically your searcher. It gains 500 attack defense for each other winged beast monster you control. So you can it'll automatically start on 2k. You can detach to search. You can detach to search from your deck. So honestly, 3 is a bit cloggy, and you can get back with the Raidraptor Nest. So I thought 2 was a fine number. Honestly, this extra deck is super tight, so it really just came down to what I could fit in. Next deck, these monsters I play for rank 5 is Stranger Falcon. Stranger Falcon gains an effect when when it has an Xyz monster as an Xyz material. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card and target 1 monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you do, inflict damage equal to your opponent equal to its original attack. This card is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or card effect, and sent to your graveyard. You can target 1 Raidraptor Xyz in your graveyard, except Stranger Falcon, and special summon it. And if you do, attach this card to it as an Xyz material, so just reviving back your Raidraptor Xyz, it's fine. The 1 Revolution Falcon, he is just your OTKer. Well, one of your OTKs. Next up, 2 Satellite Cannon Falcon. You really only go into 1 per game, but having the second one there is good if you need the option. If it's if this card's actually summoned by using a Raidraptor monster as an Xyz material, you can destroy all spell and trap cards your opponent controls, and your opponent can't activate cards or effects in response to this effect's negation. So if they don't Solemn Strike the summon, they can't Solemn Strike the effect, but they would Solemn Strike the summon. They can't Solemn Judgment the effect. It's just really good. If during either player's turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card, and then target 1 monster your opponent controls. It loses 800 attack points for each Raidraptor monster in your graveyard, until the end of the turn. It's just really good, helps put the pressure on for the OTK. For the higher ranks, I run the 1 Ultimate Falcon and the 1 Final Fortress Falcon. Ultimate Falcon is unaffected by all other card effects, so it is insanely overpowered. Like, you make this guy, and you can, most of the time, you will win. Final Fortress is just there as your big OTK. You rarely go on a Final Fortress. For the two other rank 4s, I run the one Bagooska and the one Ice Beast Zero Fine. They're just busted in this. Like Zero Fine is busted in this deck, and Bagooska, everyone loves Bagooska. For the Soul Shade Force place, I run as I said, the one Stubborn Dragon Infinity and the one Raging Dragon. So Raging Dragon is just your OTK, and it gets its effect off because you use an Xyz monster to summon him. And Cyber Dragon Infinity, everyone knows what Infinity does. Final cards for the extra deck are my Link monsters, the one Link Spider, the one Proxy Dragon, and the one Decode Talker. Really just there for the Scapegoat plays. Helps free up your extra monster zones. Especially if you go Decode Talker, you'll have 2 free extra monster zones to go off on your Xyz plays. But anyway, this is the end of the deck profile. If you guys enjoyed this video, could you please show appreciation by smashing that like button down below? No question of the day, I almost did it again. Links to my Twitter and my Instagram are in the description below, so please check me out on there. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here for now, so until next time, stay frosty.